Live from Top Easy Studios in Eddyville, Kentucky. It's time for another episode of Darth Easy's Evolution of Survivor Strategy. Wow, it's been a while since I've had an episode, but we're into it. Tonight, we're talking about Survivor Redemption Island, a new twist, which completely changes the game, where someone who has lost comes back and has a chance to come back and play again. But really, it's a showdown between Russell Hantz and Boston Rob. Well, not really. But really, Boston Rob completely mobs his way to one of the most impressive victories we've seen in Survivor history. Now, your host, Darth Easy. Hello, Easy Nation. Welcome to another episode of Darth Easy's Evolution of Survivor Strategy. I hope everyone's having a good time. It's been a while since I've updated this podcast. Survivor, I watched the first 20 seasons last year, or first 21 actually, because I got through Nicaragua somehow. And I needed a break, I'll be honest with you, because Survivor, it got a little repetitive at times, and right now I'm in some of the crappier seasons of Survivor. Starting with Nicaragua, which, you can check that episode, but I believe that last episode came out in November. And, I was trying to catch up on some movies, some other stuff, and I have a lot of TV shows I still am doing. So, it's fun to come back to Survivor because I did miss it. I actually started Redemption Island back in November and then stopped. Because I got through after Russell goes in Redemption Island, the season gets a little boring, and really, to be honest with you, I have this Word document which I update with every season of Survivor, and basically tells me my rankings of the season so far. Because once I'm done with all 40 seasons, I'm going to do a Survivor ranking video, just kind of like what I do with my Star Wars ones. So I'm going to do a Survivor rankings once all my things are done. But it's going to be a while for that, because who knows, I might get uninterested again. But if I can get through One World, I think I can make it through it. But once South Pacific, I'm looking forward to rewatching again. But getting through Survivor One World is going to be rough. But I still have another season before I get to that. So let's talk about this season. So this season, first off, I want to talk about the twists. So we have the twist of Redemption Island. And Redemption Island, the whole idea of Redemption Island is you bring somebody, is when people get voted out, they go to this island. Kind of like Exile Island, but instead it's Redemption Island. Basically, these people, they show off, they duel in these standoffs, kind of like, a Western kind of style. Whoever survives stays on the island. Eventually, once you get to right before the merge, they're going to come back and challenge you and see if they can make it past the merge or whatever it is. I gotta wait for me. So, yeah, Redemption Island. As a twist, I don't love Redemption Island. So far in Survivor, this is the second time we've ever brought people back who've been voted out. The first time was in Survivor Pearl Islands, the Outcast twist. I like the Outcast twist. I think the Outcast twist was interesting. The only thing I don't like about the Outcast twist was it kind of screws somebody like Andrew Savage, who I think could have probably won the game. So yeah, this season, so the Redemption Island twist was an interesting twist, and even like Boston Ross, like, I just want this twist to go away. I feels like I'm playing a good game, but Mutiny Idol's Redemption Island's getting too much for me. So the season was promised. At the end of Heroes vs. Villains in the reunion show, Russell Hantz, Rob said, "I'll gladly go back and kick your ass." And Russell said, "Make it happen." And so the idea of Russell versus Rob happened. And I don't think because you can tell Survivor's not a scripted series, because if it was, Russell would have made the merge and you would have had that showdown. And I think that's a lot of the enjoyment factor of the season, because there's just not a lot to enjoy once Russell goes home. Because those first 3 episodes, I think, are great. Philip Shepard, great character. Is he a special agent? Is he not a special agent? Very good. I think Rob plays such a dominant Survivor game. And it's the episode, the title I'm going with this episode is the Rob Father Strikes Back. And the way he played, he felt like kind of back to his roots of being that Mafia Don who is like in that All-Stars when he said, "You take care of her, I'll take care of you." He took care of Lex. And that moment when he first off, he blindsides Matt the first time in the tribal part of the game because him and Andrea are getting too close. Well, his luck does not turn out well because he comes back to the game. And at first he's like, okay, we'll get rid of Steve. He's a huge physical threat. But Matt tells Rob that he had this plan to take him out, and Rob said, "You don't mess with the Rob father. You gonna tell somebody like me that you're trying to take me out? That's not gonna work." And he takes out Matt. He blindsides him where Sapatera blows their idol. Ralph uses his idol on the wrong person because they're shooting at one direction, but the Ometepe tribe is striking at another direction and takes out Matt. It was a brilliant move. It felt very much like a mob move. You take out the young gun, the person who is getting ready to rise up, and you take him out, and it's over. It's completely over. After that point, it becomes a Pagongin. And as I've always said in a lot of these Survivors, Pagongins don't make for great television. We want a little more suspense. And the season, we all knew all season long that Boston Rob was going to win this season. We all knew it all season long, but we kept watching it, and it was cool to see him get his due. There were some great game players in the season that we would get to see again. Francesca, bowed out in the first episode. Her and when Philip can't speak her name, it's a funny moment. Christina, who finds an idol without a clue, pulls kind of like what Russell did. Then you had the people on Sapatera, the Stephanie. I think it'd be nice. I would love to see Stephanie come back and play again because she had that chance in Survivor Second Chance, but did not get the votes. I think she would have been very interesting to see play again. And then we've seen these other players play again. Andrea would play 2 more times. We've seen Philip play another time. And Redemption Island, it's not horrible. It's not fun at times. Right now, it is my second least favorite season of Survivor, but I do enjoy it a lot more than my least favorite season of Survivor. So yeah, guys, that's all I have to say about Survivor Redemption Island. Rob definitely deserves a win. Played an amazing game. So yeah, that's what I gotta say about Survivor. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Evolution of Survivor Strategy. My next episode will be Survivor South Pacific. That will come out eventually. So guys, I hope you like this video. So guys, if you like this video, click that thumbs up button, subscribe to see more, tell your friends about Easy Nation. Until next time, all too easy.